Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Attack on Titan. Last time on Attack on Titan, we had Friends. Not the mid-90s to mid-2000s sitcom. No, instead, first off, we had a very long sort of origin story, basically, for Kenny Ackerman, which was really interesting, and talking about his desires and everything, and why he sought the power of the founding Titan. And eventually ending in his death before he ever stuck himself with the Titan juice. And then we got the crowning of Queen Historia Rice, the people's queen who, you know, took down the oppressive T-Rex Rod Rice Titan. And yeah, she is now the people's queen and still just as cute as can be. And yeah, what are we doing next? I have no idea. At the end of the episode, we saw the Beastie Boy had beaten Rhina in a fight and was like, okay, so we're going to wait until we go save Annie. Right now, we're going to focus on getting the coordinate, which means they're going to be coming after Eren. So yeah, and we saw Beastie Boy's human form, and that was it. We just saw him. I don't know. He's a blonde guy with glasses and a beard. He never wears a shirt, by the way. Don't get any ideas. But yeah, that was pretty much that. Where we're going now, again, I'm not really sure. I guess maybe back to the war front. Obviously, yes, we do now have the Beastie Boy that will be coming after Eren, but still not fully sure where we're headed off to next. Like, I feel like we don't have a clear, like, here's what we're doing next. So, yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments. Also, like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure. So let's go ahead and get right into this episode of Attack on Titan. Here we go. Alrighty. Man, oh man, episode 11. Okay, that was interesting, man. That was really interesting. I mean, oh my god, I can't believe that now in the middle of season 3, we get why Eren's gear wasn't functioning properly back then. Oh, he tried to sabotage it, but Eren persevered anyway. Showed that he was special. Oh, Eren is special for being born into this world. Oh, man. And you know what's crazy, too, is that I feel like I also get emotional about that because Carla is voiced by Midoriya's mother from the dub of My Hero Academia. So I've got, like, double feels going on with that, man. Oh my gosh, that is so crazy. Alrighty. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop into the notes. So, it's 2 months later. Isn't that crazy? With, you know, for so long we've been going on just this, like, strange month almost. Like, there was, like, barely 2 weeks between Season 2 and Season 3. Now we've just skipped forward 2 whole months into Historia's reign, which is pretty interesting. I like she's kind of going, like... This kind of reminds me of, like, Batman in The Dark Knight Rises a bit, where it's, like... you know, Bruce Wayne, like, created a home for orphans and stuff. Like, that's basically what Historia is doing. And, you know, getting kids, like, off the street and out of the underground and everything and giving them better lives. And I like how they say, like, yeah, she even got Captain Levi on board with it because he was from the underground as well, you know? So that was really cool. I mean, that's the thing. This is our great queen, you know? Our great queen. So that, all of that was really, really cool. And her just, like, playing with the kids and stuff. I like all of that. So yeah, that was really interesting. Eren's been working on his hardening technique, which is pretty cool. And in doing so, he is also working on new experiments and new weapons for the walls, which is pretty cool. Including this guillotine, which I'm 100% positive I misspelled guillotine, but oh well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, this interesting guillotine they have where it literally is just bring a Titan in, plop it, and just smash it, you know? So that's really, really cool. And yes, Eren is having some trouble, but I mean, he's clearly getting better, you know? Not only with his hardening ability, which makes me feel like we're talking about Kirishima at this point, but we're not. But he's getting better with the hardening ability as well as just getting used to using his Titan form more often. So, man, that's really good. We got new scouts, which was interesting. Obviously, we got, Marlowe? But not Hitch. Hitch decided to stay with the military police, which is interesting. But Marlowe did decide to go over. I like how they just flat out call her out. It's like, yeah, because Hitch is obviously thirsty, you know? She's obviously a thirsty girl, and it's true, and he was an idiot and didn't understand that at all. And I like them calling him out on it, like, oh, you idiot, she's trying to say that she loves you and stuff like that. It's like, she likes you. And I love that Eren is the one who's like, hey, come on, guys, he didn't say anything wrong. It's like, Eren, you wouldn't know shit about, like, you wouldn't know shit about loving a girl your age, you know? So that's pretty crazy. Now, we do have the concept of perhaps we can one day help Connie's mom become a human again. Like, basically, all Titans become humans again, which would be interesting. Because this does bring up the good point of, you know, the Titans, you know, they are all, theoretically, they are all humans. So, is it possible to reverse the process and turn them back just into humans? That would be very interesting, you know? And presumably, the Titans that we've had, you know, we thought that it was, oh, well, it was the, you know, the government that was doing it. It certainly was like the government or whoever who turned Ymir all those years ago. But it seems like it's the Beastie Boy who's doing it now. So we'll have to see. I don't know. I feel like we're missing a key point in understanding everything, and that's the Beastie Boy, you know? And once we understand him, I think we'll be able to understand everything else, you know? But we don't even know who he is, you know? I still say he looks a lot like Dr. Jaeger, so very obviously, yes, he's not Dr. Jaeger, but perhaps he's related, which would be very interesting. I don't know. But we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see about that. And then we had everything with Instructor or Commandant Shadis and his origin story and meeting Dr. Jaeger, which was cool. So Dr. Jaeger didn't have any of his memories, which is interesting. So, I mean, that definitely calls into question more about Dr. Jaeger's backstory. So we got some of it here where, you know, he didn't have his memories. He ended up being a doctor, and it was because he was a doctor that he ended up falling in love with Carla and having Eren. But then, somewhere along the line, maybe he remembers maybe he gets his memory back, or something happens which drives him to get the power to become a Titan, or who knows, maybe he already had the power before he lost his memories, but somehow he had the power of the Titans, and then that's when he faced Frida, took the power of the Coordinate, and then eventually, after realizing that Carla was dead, he passed it on to Eren, which I do find very interesting. You know, again, something I really want to know more about. Why did Dr. Jaeger pass it on to him, you know? Because, you know, they go through this whole thing of, you know, okay, you have to really be special, and Shada is basically coming to the conclusion that he's not special, but Dr. Jaeger is. So why pass that power on to Eren who maybe he wouldn't be special. Even, hell, Eren, most of this season, has said he's not special. It's all of this. Why pass the power to Eren? If he had the power, why not use the power himself? And I think whatever it is, it has to do with the Beastie Boy. I think whatever this is now, it has to be the Beastie Boy. And we just have to figure that out, We have to figure that out someday. So, hopefully, we're going to be... I would imagine then that this is our next thing, is figuring out the Beastie Boy and figuring out who he is and what he has to do with the story, basically. So yeah, but that whole talk was very interesting. I like to talk about the scouts too, where it's like, are you, not everyone is cut out for the scouts. And I like Dr. Yeager saying, honestly, the scouts are probably the bravest people ever, because they go out and risk their lives to see the world, basically, And I like how he says, you have to be a chosen one. But then you really do have to stop and think, well, was Shadis a chosen one? Well, there's being a chosen one, but it is tricky, because I want to agree with both points, I want to agree with Dr. Yeager, but I also do slightly agree with Shadis, that it's like, well, was he actually special? But then I feel like it all comes around with Carla of make yourself special, Like you could honestly say, like, okay, the reason, he gave up his command to Erwin, and that's how Erwin became commander of the scouts. You could honestly say, like, well, was Erwin special? Maybe not, but he made himself special, Is Captain Levi special? Is someone born special, I guess, is the question we have. But then you think about their backstories, which we have seen. It's like, okay, Erwin, he was the son of a teacher, and, he ended up... His actions got his father killed. But that drove him to join the scouts and try to, prove his old man right. Levi, look at Levi. He was born in the underground, and his mother was a prostitute, and she ended up dying, and he was sickly. The only reason he survived was because he was found by Kenny. And then it was Kenny who taught him everything, and eventually he crossed paths with Erwin, who brought him into the scouts. Is Levi special? Maybe not, but he's good. He's really good at what he does, It's almost a tricky thing of, what... Are you born special, or do you make yourself special? And is it that Shadis never made himself special? He never was able to live up to, I guess, honestly, his own expectations of a special person, And I like that whole thing with Carla of saying, it's like, does Eren need to be special? Is he special just because he was born into this world? Like, that whole thing, it was so nice, honestly. And yeah, and that, maybe this will fix Eren's self-confidence problems, which he has had abundantly for a while. But yeah, it's like, is Eren special? Because he's grappled with that question too. Oh, am I special? Am I the one who's going to save humanity? No, I'm just the runt that the world got stuck with, And it's like, no, make yourself special. Make yourself the hero. Become the hero you want to be, Look at our queen, for fuck's sake. Look at where our queen started out. Are you kidding? Like, Historia was the illegitimate child of the secret king. And look at where she is now. Like, the way she has climbed up. Started from the bottom, now we're here. And is it because, oh, well, she was destined to do that, she's special and anything? She made herself that special. And her friends helped her be that special. That's the thing, is that Shadis thinks that Shadis, and to an extent, Eren just thinks like, oh, well, maybe I was born with it. They're thinking it's Maybelline, you know? But it's not Maybelline. Fuck Maybelline. You do it yourself. Become the person you want to be. Shadis never did that, but Eren still can, you know? So that whole thing was just really, really great, you know? Oh, man. And even though he was a bystander, it basically comes down to Shadis never made himself special. He basically drowned in his own self-doubt. But now, hopefully with this story and everything, Eren can, you know, make up... Eren can, you know, get back up on the horse, you know? It's basically like Shadis was kicked off the horse, but he never got up. Eren's been kicked off, and he needs to get up on that horse right now, you know? Everyone else gets up on the horse. Everyone else gets up on that horse, and they ride. Eren, he got up on the horse for a little bit, but he got kicked off. Now he needs to get back on that horse. That's what it is. Get back on the horse. You get up, and then you eat that horse. Come eat that horse with me, Eren. Oh, what a good episode. I am burning up in this jacket. Oh, goodness gracious. It's too humid and warm now for jackets like this. But I was so excited to see people in their scout jackets again. I had to wear this, so yeah. I'm going to end the episode and take this off because I can feel myself sweating in this thing. I have got to get out of this thing. Great episode. Enjoyed it. Really excited to see where we're going next time. Just this season has been like particularly amazing. Like, first season was really, really good. Second season was good, but it was also kind of weird. This season, it's like, alright, this is fucking awesome, you know? Like, this is some really good shit right here, you know? So, yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Hey. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to watch more of my Attack on Titan reactions, there's a playlist. There's a subscribe button if you haven't done that, by the way. There's a Patreon link if you want to do that. And if you want to follow me on social media, although I don't really post there that much, you can in the description. See ya.